We're live.
Huzzah.
Hey.
Welcome back, everybody. As per usual, we are going to have a kickoff of a recap from Mr. the Batman himself, which I'm dropping right now. And then after that is done, then we can go into any more detailed recap. Also, Artem, if you would like to pull up that. Or I guess we could all look if you want to just resend the link to that thing that we could all click on the little web of how things are connecting. I think that'd be cool.
I'll just bump it on the page.
Okay, let's watch.
I've got it open
we'll
right
watch
now.
Kevin
I'll drop
first.
that in.
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
watch
just
Kevin.
drop it into the Roll20 chat.
Okay.
Watch
I've
it
actually
first.
bookmarked it.
Fantastic. Okay. We can edit. That
Yeah,
means I
that's-
can edit it on screen too. All right.
Yeah,
And-
that's pretty.
Kevin time.
This is Batman. Last time on Knights of Gotham, after interrogating Brown and her henchmen, our heroes followed a trail of clues that all pointed to a
Hey guys,
person
if you want a
going
really
by
good time, just watch
the
Kevin's
Angel
eyebrows.
Investor. Now the trail continues.
Those eyebrows
as
are
they try to track down Matt
interesting.
Hagen,
He talks with his
otherwise
brows.
known
Same.
Clayface.
I
He
understand.
makes a bat with his eyebrows.
They're flapping.
This is Batman. Last time on Knights of Gotham, after interrogating Brown and
Are
her
we all good?
henchmen, our heroes followed a trail
Alright.
of clues that all pointed to a person going by the Angel Investor.
Alrighty, so who would like to do any additional detail recap from last time?
Well, Artem, it's your web chart if you want to,
Sure. So I've got it open
which is very cool.
on stream.
By the way.
I just shout out to this website Miro. I'd never heard of it before, but like, the only thing I wish I could do is literally have a background that's a corkboard.
You're right.
Because that would make it perfect. But
It
yeah.
does make it easy to see, though.
So
Yeah.
I believe last time we mostly spent a lot of time with Toby and Charlie on this chart. We figured out that Toby was working for Wayne Enterprises. He wasn't there. And
Well, you spent a fair amount of time with Brown and the henchmen too in the beginning.
yeah, but I feel like Mr. Kevin Conroy went over that fairly well. We
Yeah.
learned what we needed to from there. That the angel investor is the one that put in the money for that, and yeah. So we also found out that Toby, the person who was working at Wayne Enterprises, who was suspiciously absent that day because he had food poisoning or whatever. He was also bought out essentially by the angel investor and told to not be there so that there was less security. And he was working on the wetware chips and neural networking stuff at Wayne Enterprises. That was what was actually destroyed off of the computers there. We also learned, because we investigated Power's computer over in his building, after getting, a little USB flash drive from a high schooler that knows their tech stuff, obviously.
Hey, he is a college freshman or sophomore.
It's true. You're right. I'm sorry. He has the capabilities, as per this universe, to do it.
Smart cookie.
He's got millennial powers.
He does. He has millennium powers. But in any case, we went to Powers. We put that in, and we found out that Charlie was recently found about a week ago. Same thing happened. An employee of theirs destroyed the quantum computer over at Powers, and he was working on artificial intelligence, and that's Charlie, who was actually taken from Wayne Enterprises. So that's interesting stuff. I think the only other link that we learned was that Wayne Enterprises might have a stolen growth formula from Miss Brown. That's not confirmed at all, but it is a strong suspicion. And then we learned from Charlie after interrogating him that he was not there, but it may have been somebody impersonating him. So we learned, I don't remember how we learned, I think just from the Bat computer or something, that Clayface is the one that is a villain that has been known to impersonate other people by molding himself into their form. So yeah, from the chart you can see all of our little things. And I have a theory that I'd like to mention, because I don't know if everybody saw it, but I think it's a decent theory. I think the angel investor is a robot, is an AI.
Hmm.
And he's getting rid of stuff because the stuff that was destroyed from both of the other two, and the fact that we have seen the Cobblebots earlier, and that's like awesome foreshadowing. I think he might be. Just saying.
You know, there is a big robot threat that would do something like this. But Richard doesn't like Superman, so I don't think he'll use him.
Well, just saying that.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
No, Saiyans don't exist in this universe.
You're right. I'm sorry.
The angel investor is Goku.
No,
Oh,
he's
we
not
figured
smart
it out,
enough.
guys. It's Goku.
The most ambitious crossover ever.
Can you imagine? We do like
No,
6
it makes
weeks of
sense though
DC.
because we do have the DBZ art. This is what
It's
you've been
true.
preparing us for the entire time.
I was foreshadowing that the whole time.
You've been playing the DBZ one shot this entire time.
This
That's
is
right.
all just a ploy to make Kevin Conroy do the like thing, and I can't.
Can we pay him to do that just for like the hell of it?
And now I've got to go.
Technically,
You're welcome
yes.
to do that. He's available on Cameo. Book him today.
Don't tempt me. But yeah,
Thank you, as always, to Kevin Conroy. If you're ever
you, Kevin.
out there
Yeah.
watching this,
Thank you, Mr. Batman.
oh, and I have one more thing to gripe about
Mr.
before we
Batman,
get
sir.
into it. Hans
Okay.
Zimmer, you recently changed all of your right stuff on your music. That
Oh,
shame on you.
boo!
Hans!
Like all of a sudden, like after we finish streaming and everything, I just get like 13 emails from YouTube, and it's like your videos have now been blocked in Sweden and Germany. I'm like, wow, all right, which ones? All Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, he's been taking a new hands-on approach.
Go.
All right, bye everybody.
Anyways,
You're done. You're done for tonight.
I think we've been blocked from all countries now after that.
Yeah. All right. Well, in any case, I believe we left off at the Bat computer, so I'll put you over there. And it's the floor. Oh, I think we finished things. We had a little cliffhanger of Batman messaging saying like, Batman showed up like the little paperclip. It was like, hey, I see that you were looking at Clayface. If you are trying to track him down, you're gonna need these things. And so he sent over a care package, drone missile style, up to the roof. And when you went up to the roof, you found two things. One was a Mr. Freeze gun, and the other was some heat vision goggles. Mechanically speaking, the Mr. Freeze's gun does a number of things, and unfortunately I
Cone of
closed
Cold.
out the tab last week, so let me just open it up again.
Probably Cone of Cold. But maybe once.
Cone of Cold would be extremely powerful.
It'd be very big. That's not really his MO. Maybe like a more condensed version of it.
Cone of Cold is Batman giving up, and he's just like, fuck it, just kill people.
All right, let's set this to maximum and we'll defrost him in jail.
Oddly enough, you don't have Cold to Cold, but you do have one charge of something even more powerful.
Love?
Freaking
Was it love the whole time?
Friendship.
Time stop.
Friendship.
With your
Friendship is the
powers
most
combined.
powerful thing.
Most powerful.
Capitalism?
Nah.
Oh shit.
No, it's a wall of ice.
It was in you the whole time.
Ooh, good one.
You have one charge of wall of ice just to make that, every once in a while he'll just like shoot his beam across that just makes a whole wall of
Stops in
ice.
the middle distance and creates exactly what he needs.
Yeah, so you've got that, and then also normally it just does Ray of Frost at 11th level of a 3d8. And if you bring somebody down to 0, then it basically does that classic Mr. Freeze thing where they just kind of like freeze in place, but they're still alive for a while. You assume that eventually they die of hypothermia, but that's never explored.
I've always thought they would die of not being able to breathe.
That would make sense too, but I guess it also simultaneously freezes them, so they don't need to breathe. I don't know, man.
I don't think humans are like a pause button. Like, you can't just like, all right,
Listen,
Well,
the
they
animated
are in
series.
Saturday morning cartoons.
they are in comics.
How did Captain America survive the polar ice caps? I don't
Oh, he held his breath for that long. He's so good.
Anyways,
Exactly what he did.
so you have those two abilities. You have one charge of the wall of ice, and then the rest is just kind of infinite charges of the ray of frost.
Cool.
So anyways, that's what we got from there. And then you also have heat vision goggles, which do as you would expect them to do.
Oh, should we also?
They let you see
mention,
cold.
Because Richard, you gave us some leads, after we ended the stream of like.
Oh
new
yeah, so
associates.
if you look on this chart here, yeah, on the back computer, it will show all of Clayface's previous known acquaintances or allies, and I kid you not, in the entire DC universe, this is it. It's got three basic things. He was briefly a part of a secret society for like one mission, was presumably killed or at least blown up by the Flash, not seen since back in like 05, so that's been like 14 years.
That's gnarly as just that's gnarly.
Flash
the way
had
that
enough
happened.
of his shit.
It's just the finality of his. What's so funny? It's like, yo, Flash, what happened to Clayface? You were fighting him. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Don't know. Haven't heard of him.
I think he washed.
Clayface? Who's that?
Erosion, you know?
But in any case, yeah, but besides that, it seems like he's only ever had 2 real friends in his life post transformation. And that's what's in the back computer.
And it's never Lupus, so we can cut that guy out.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
Bates, is she in the a motel of some sort?
Actually,
Definitely her.
it is like canon in the DCU. Batman says like, "Hey, you sold your motel chain so that way you could afford this lab equipment." So
Oh,
yeah, it
no.
is like totally canonized that
Really?
Stella Bates had a Bates motel.
I'm not going to that. No, I'm not doing that.
This
I wanna
is
go.
gonna go real bad real quick. We're gonna go down a dark turn.
But Dunette would want to go to investigate, so I'm unfortunately have to go.
So I think we're all in agreement. Stella, as our first.
I think we should start with Stella.
As a drink to start? Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, because we know it's not.
I'm more of a whiskey guy. But...
Ooh, god damn you, Ryan! Now I wrote.
Y'all need to quit with the puns, though. It's still real early.
All right, so are you gonna find her address and then head on over to her place?
What time of the day is it currently?
Yes,
I
that
think you guys waited until night to interview
Charlie.
Yeah. So I think then you went back to the back computer, and so it's probably around midnight-ish at this point. We'll just say.
Yeah, let's go stalk her Facebook and then go over to her.
Oh, god, we're turning into you.
Thank God, in this universe, even in the Batman Beyond era, there is no social networking. It just was never invented in this.
Lucky
I found her
us.
on the white pages. Those still exist, right? The white pages? Your yellow
don't think
pages?
they exist
Oh wait,
now.
white pages is business. I am old, huh? It's that book with the names and numbers, contact info.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Pretty sure you're the
Oh.
youngest one here.
Gonna go dissolve away.
Alrighty. Well, she is gonna have an apartment just off of Grand Avenue and near the theater district. So y'all can hop in your Batmobile and fly on over there.
Cool.
Does Trace Slate want to talk about her theory while we're in the car?
Yeah, she'll mention it. She'll just thinking out loud to herself. She's gonna sort of pipe up and be like, you know, there's sort of a weird trend going on with the robotics. things. At least what's being destroyed from the two industries. It might be nothing, I don't know.
What do you think it would mean?
I mean, if it's destroying artificial intelligence and the wetware chips, I mean, the wetware chips, I've seen them briefly in some medical studies, you know, talking about ways to make artificial people. I mean, maybe that's what the angel investor is.
A robot?
Maybe. I mean,
Are we thinking like an AI kind of robot, like an unshackled AI type, or do you think it's just robot who's operating under somebody else?
well, Charlie was in charge of AI.
You're right. I should be texting Charlie, not Toby.
Oh no.
You sure you don't think it's just shady business tactics? Two big companies going after each other?
It might be, but ever since we've seen those Cobblepots over in the Iceberg Lounge, it just made me think. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. And they definitely seemed real, I mean, before we saw like 50 of them.
Richard,
Yep.
would Dunette know when Cobblepot stopped using human goons? If he's had his hand in crime for a while, Dunette's done a lot of investigating in Gotham. Would he
Yeah.
have an idea when that happened?
I guess you can roll history for it.
Yeah.
As
I
a
guess
not aficionado, but as someone who's like deep in that shit, I'd like to roll to assist, or I'd like to assist on that one.
Yeah.
15.
Can I make a related roll, but not completely, of how much Tracelight would know how far along wetware technology is in this world?
Yeah. Just keeping with what we've already done, I'd say that Dunette and Ricochet seemed pretty darn surprised by the Cobblebots when you guys saw them, so I feel like it would be weird to retcon and say like, oh yeah, I knew they were there.
So probably a more recent development.
Yeah. Ooh,
That makes sense.
I don't think Tracelight
Tracelight
knows as much.
saw it in a journal and was like, not my field.
Yeah, just like you know of them. Didn't really follow up on like, yeah, wasn't there like an announcement or something theoretical? Or I haven't seen anything from it since.
Nope.
Which, for all you know, is fitting. Maybe wetware chips just haven't really been in use, so maybe that fits.
She doesn't know. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Yeah. So it would probably seem like it was pretty recently. Certainly, this Cobblepot thing seemed a surprise to you guys.
I mean, if he essentially has a small army of them, I mean, it's feasible.
Do you think one could have gone rogue or something like that?
I've seen Terminator. Of course, I think one of them could have gone rogue. I know how this works. That's why you say thank you to your electronics when they do things for you.
You think
Is that why
Not
you've been
really.
whispering into your phone this entire time?
That's speech text. That's nothing. Charlie's fine, by the way.
Good.
I feel like if you keep on texting Charlie, he's just gonna like stop answering. He's just gonna turn off his phone. Please stop the harassment.
Well, I got a restraining
No!
order. Well, here we are.
I assume that you guys land on the roof of the building of her apartment,
Yes.
as the Batmobile usually does, unless you guys want to say otherwise.
Or probably adjacent roof so that we could look through her window like real creepers.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, actually that has been your guys' move. You don't park on the building right on top. You park on the building
On the
like,
opposite building.
on the opposite side of the road. Yeah.
So if they're like looking out the window at this moment, then they're going to see a jet plane land on the building across, and then 6 individuals get out of the car and then look through binoculars out their window.
Right at her.
I mean, we could go stealth mode.
Nah.
That is stealth mode.
Who does that here? Not us.
So assuming you guys do that, Tracelight, you got a spyglass. Are you looking through something to look through binoculars or whatever? Look over to where her apartment should be.
Yeah, you mentioned the very first one that there was binoculars on the table as one of the things. So I grabbed
Yeah. Yep. So looking over, I don't know how. I guess roll investigation to see if you can figure out like, okay, which one would be this apartment number.
LOL. Alright. Trace like stares at the building.
You have the right one.
She stares at the building for a long time, and then she's like, "Wait, we have no idea where she
lives." At the window
lives.
you believe to be the right one, you see that the curtains are closed, but you get that very iconic flickering of light that makes you think that a movie is being played, or that at least the TV is on or something. And the colors, you don't really see any colors other than just like flashes of white, so it looks like she's probably watching a black and white film. Would be what you could put together for that.
I think I'm going to, just to double check our work, since we did such a great roll on that, I'd like to go to the front of the building where like you get buzzed in and look through the directory.
Oh yeah, look for the mailboxes.
That's super smart.
And grab that info and use that to figure out where she is.
Or even if it's just like a building where the buzzer has the last name.
The room number though, because you already have that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that might be written out like on the buzzer.
Yeah. I don't know if that would give you any additional.
Okay. No additional info. Right.
We know.
But if you're trying to count out, assuming that they start over, you have a vague idea that you got the right one. Fairly sure you got the right one.
Guys, we could try something really crazy and just see if she'll buzz us in.
Don't think that's a good way to start this.
At midnight?
Well, I mean, it's either.
She might be up.
I mean, it's
She might
either
be
we ask her to buzz her in, or we just surprise her, break into her house, 5 strangers in spandex.
I'll put it this way.
Her.
I wouldn't trust anybody in Gotham to come into my apartment after midnight.
Especially a bunch of masked weirdos.
Well, we don't all wear masks if...
Well, you're still a little weird. No offense.
Offense
Suppose
taken.
none taken.
Then maybe I'll just buzz her a warning.
No.
Fine. Okay. I'll.
Richard, how powerful are those heat vision goggles?
They've got binocular stuff on them as well that you could do. Like,
Could I put them on and look at the window that we're suspecting she lives in?
Yeah, it's certainly fainter through a wall, but you can definitely see the outline of a woman sitting on a couch. I guess you wouldn't know if it's a man or a woman, to be fair. You see a body on a couch.
And it's not dead.
It's warm.
Not dead.
Yeah, that was a good clarification after you see a body on the couch.
It's a cold body on the couch.
So you see a warm body on the couch, sitting
So
upright.
they died recently.
Is it possible to tell if they're awake or sleeping?
Yeah, there's a little bit of moving.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to disturb them. All right. Well, suppose one of us should go say hello.
On it. I'll go ahead and. Is it one of those windows where you can open it, or is it like straight up, total glass, floor to ceiling?
Well, Ryan or Tony, what kind of windows do you have?
The kind that you can't kill yourself with, so they only open up the part of the
Mine open up the whole way, but it opens up onto a fire escape.
I'm gonna say
Well,
the
would
first
you like me-
one, 'cause I'm gonna say there's not a fire escape.
I was gonna say I could do a fun demonstration, although I don't know if that's cropped out of my.
It's slightly
No, but-
cropped.
I just the kind that won't let you kill yourself.
Is that one I
That's-
could
that's
slide
actually a
down
thing.
into?
It's
Am I narrow
suicide-proof
enough
windows.
Slide in there.
I'm on the 28th floor.
It's very much a specific thing in New York, especially if you have. Well, it's also like if you have children under a certain age, you have to have them
Yeah.
because they don't want kids accidentally falling out of windows.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be
Party
pretty
poopers.
like alarming and scarring to just see a body fall in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you think? You think, Artem?
That
What a,
like-
what a bold observation.
I disagree.
Got a hot take over here.
Luna, stop, girl.
Actually, I'm gonna take out my grappling hook and I'm gonna buzz over with Ricochet, just to give him the backup.
Where are you guys going? To the front door, or to a window, or to the other roof, or what?
Window.
Going over to the window?
Yeah, to the wall.
From the window to the wall, again, that's only like 5 inches separated. A window is already on the wall.
You feel a little sweaty in that costume, Ricochet?
Only a little bit.
Is it dripping?
It sure is. Been a long day.
The spandex really seals in the flavor.
Oh.
Oh no.
I don't like
Great reference.
Don't like the use of the word flavor.
Yeah. All right. If you shoot your little thing and swing your way over, you are gonna like hit the wall.
Can I do an acrobatics check to make it more quiet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, could we actually hit the wall above her apartment and then, like, scale
then-
down?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I'll roll a stealth as well.
You want
Yeah,
stealth
what's everybody
or
else doing? Are people hanging back, or what?
I think yeah, hanging back, watching through the spyglass.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and pop up the Dunette's jacket to give him some cover.
All right. So let's see a stealth roll from Dunette.
Put your teeth away.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You
Mako's
You
looking at
guys-
her, so she's like,
you guys effectively get over to the other side and rappel down, and
put your teeth away.
you feel fairly confident, especially Dunette. Feeling fairly confident that you've been pretty stealthy so far.
Is there something I could use to jack the window or open it effectively?
Do you want me to come punch it?
I honestly don't know how these work.
Or we could just knock, I guess?
What would Batman do?
Batman would just go in.
You would
would
go
agree
to the
how
vents
weird
at the
it
top
is.
of the building.
He would just... Wouldn't he just go in and open the door or the window silently, so no
Yeah.
one
Yes.
heard him?
Yeah,
Or
let's
he
open
would
the window
break
silently.
the window and just go in.
So this in front of this window, you do see like flashing of light and stuff. It does seem to be the.
So it's okay. So it's busy. Do we hear stuff going on?
I guess you could go to like a side by window, and then that would probably be a bedroom or something. That would just be completely dark.
You know that I'm watching them do this.
that?
It occurs to me how absolutely nuts it would be if you looked over and just saw 2 grown-ass men grapple hook to the outside of your apartment window.
Hey,
Yeah.
one
Or
grown
if
man
you're in Gotham,
and
maybe
one
people look at it and
leprechaun.
be like, just another nine guy.
Fucking Gotham.
I gotta move to Metropolis.
Getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, I think we'll shimmy over to that one and we'll...
Should have brought popcorn, yo.
what floor is she on?
The 28th.
Don't fall.
Weird.
I was picturing much lower to the ground. Alright, well, it's
Okay,
Yeah,
summer.
grapple
look
hook.
down.
It's summer and she probably doesn't...
I'm gonna calculate your fall damage real quick.
Great, thank you. It's summer and was said to be hot. I'm gonna guess her window is unlocked. I'd like to try and silently open.
All right.
Especially since no one's breaking in on our 28th floor.
Alrighty. Let's get another stealth roll specifically for that.
All right.
Is it sleight of hand? Because you have to like.
It could be. If you would prefer.
Put your teeth.
Let's say sleight of hand
Wait.
instead.
Then that would be a 12. But I can use a point of luck to try and help that out.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that 12.
Alrighty. That 12.
Good lord!
Don't fall.
Well, given what's going on, I'm only gonna give a passive perception. The 12 beats the passive perception.
So do you think I should maybe go over there and spot them or something, or?
Maybe. I mean, they can't fly, but they're also pretty competent at this.
I will continue to observe until intervening is necessary.
Trace Light's gonna keep the car running just in case she needs to quickly.
I'm just gonna cross this. I'm gonna go linger and disrupt them, I guess. Distract them, maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna go spot them a little bit. Make sure if there's a fall, somebody's right there to assist.
That's not a bad idea. All right. Well, you
the
effectively
20th, the
the window.
24th floor.
All right, so let's slink in.
All right, you guys get in.
It's dark in the room. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my night vision, just so I can like peer around and look for any clues or anything that would lead me to think that she may know of anything going on about the situation.
Okay. Yeah, you give me an investigation in her. So you do get inside her bedroom. It is a king size bed. Ugh, gosh.
Yeah, that's
Your rolls have been terrible the past 2 nights.
Yeah. It's
Hit
sucked
F5.
butts.
Refresh.
Could I do an investigation check at disadvantage because I'm a little bit in the dark?
Don't you have your special Sherlock ability thing? For like seeing all the little clues and all the little stuff?
Oh, I do.
So it
It doesn't help. It doesn't give me night vision, though.
Okay, well, we can just let it cancel out.
Okay. So you want a perception check or an investigation check?
Either, I don't know, are you actively investigating the room, or are you just quickly looking while you want to make your way out?
I think the big thing is we're looking for signs of 2 people that live here. So, are there men's clothes? Are there shoes? Are there pictures, picture frames, things like that? So, signs that maybe Clayfizz is here or has been.
Alrighty, well, go ahead and you can do that, or if you want to risk turning the light on, you could do it at advantage.
No,
But
we're
right
not
now
gonna
right now the bedroom door is shut.
Alright, I'm gonna just roll it in the dark. For a whopping natural 1.
What is happening today?
Tony, what
I'm
shirt
not
are
wearing
you
the shirt. I'm not wearing the shirt.
Where is the shirt? Is it in your room?
Burn it.
Dresser.
Please take it to the kitchen or something.
Wow. I want to give you guys stuff, but the rolls are so terrible.
Can I?
Alright,
You want
I'll
to just
use-
take 10? Do you want to
wait,
spend
wait,
some
wait,
time
wait.
in the room and just take
Hold
10?
on. I get automatically to get a chance to roll again.
Right.
Oh, as a
Because you're
halfling.
How's that?
There we go.
There you go.
Gotta remember that.
One of us did it right.
How
So
many
you were
rolls
looking
is
around,
that?
and for a while, it looks like you're coming up with nothing. Like you see, like the closet's open. You look, it's nothing but women's clothing. But finally, in the dark, you're just kind of looking around. Eventually, you spot a couple of things. that are some telltale clues. One, you notice that there are two impressions. One seems to be larger than the other on the bed. So it seems like it's getting use out of two people, even though there's only women's clothes in this room.
Okay.
And two, you see a picture of her on her little nightstand with her and somebody who, an unknown man. You don't know who he is.
Ricochet.
Does this man have clay on his face?
No.
Look at this. Does this look familiar to you?
Does it look
No.
familiar to me? What?
Oh, and I'll give you one more thing.
Yeah.
You notice that on the wall there is a poster for an old movie. Hard to see exactly what it is without night vision, but maybe if you... Shut up! But maybe if you
I shut up.
tapped
She also
Ricochet,
has a
maybe he
dog.
could read it.
Yeah,
I'll
what's
point out the
poster?
picture frame and the poster.
Yeah,
So Ricochet, if you go over, you can see that it is an old movie from the 80s starring Matt Hagen. Did everybody freeze?
No, I'm
No.
here.
Oh, sorry, I was writing down notes. and stuff.
There's a whole bunch of people not moving at all. Like, what happened?
Hagen
Thinking.
was Clayface's previous.
That was his previous name, yeah.
Okay, cool, interesting.
So I think what we do now is we wait for it to be loud in the other room, and we quietly open the door, and then stand outside the door, and then when she hasn't spotted us yet, we say something kind of intimidating like to get her attention, and then she tells us what we need to know. That's what I imagine Batman would do in this situation.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But we don't need to like scare her. She's not a criminal or nothing. We just need to like know we mean business. All right?
Yeah. I will stealth into the living room and kind of like waiting for the lulls and all that. Waiting for pay attention to what programming she's listening to and save my movements and any door opening for that.
I'll follow.
Given all of your attention to detail, I will allow you to roll stealth at advantage as you go up and try to sneak up behind her.
Be honest, it's all the garbage rolls and you want something to happen. Something to happen right.
A DM
All
never
right.
tells.
There you go.
You step on a
Much
whoopee
better.
cushion on every step.
Wow! Look at that split!
Wow.
It's a real min-max right there.
Right? Holy shit!
Alrighty.
+9.
So yeah, you walk up slowly behind, and you see on this TV what appears to be a movie of that same movie that the poster was of in the room, and you see out of the corner of your eye a woman who looks a lot like this, but like 25 years older. Her hair is probably grayer. She's probably more like salt and pepper hair at this point, with a little more wrinkle in her face. But from behind, all you really see is the hair. So she just looks like a fairly middle-aged woman,
Does it seem like she's been
just
crying?
kind of watching over and sniffling a little bit. You can hear her sniffling, getting emotional,
Thank you,
watching
Vinny.
this
Working on it.
watching this old romantic movie that takes place at a hospital.
Nice. What hospital? Is it
It's
a
just
real
a
hospital?
make-believe hospital.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha. I'm looking
Taco
for hints where
Bell.
there aren't any.
You.
there. You go.
Very good.
Why pay people for art when I've got you?
Oh wait, that's like a poop color. That's a poop color.
All right. I'll slap on my best Batman and say, "I hope we didn't catch you at a bad time."
Ah! She's gonna stand up and like freak out and go back to the edge of the room. Who are you?
It's okay. We're the good guys.
We mean you no harm. We're here purely for information, if you would be so kind to help us. And could I throw a persuasion on there to kind of put her at ease a little bit?
Yeah. Hey, that line's looking pretty good.
It's a color. I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's working.
Let's do that with luck.
Okay.
That's better.
All right. She's gonna calm down a bit. What do you want to know?
Your boyfriend, Mr. Fuck, what's his name?
Mr. Hagen.
Hagen?
Hagen.
That's the DM saying Hagen.
Yes, thank you. We're looking for him.
Hagen? I've been with him for a long time. Not
been with
over
him
20
here.
years.
Where is he
Sorry,
now?
what was that? Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't catch the first part of what you said.
You've been with him for over 20 years?
No, I've not been with him for over 20 years.
Are you sure? Seems you might still have some things holding on for him.
I mean, I always loved him, but I mean, I got over him. I did my therapy. I'm cured. I'm better.
It doesn't look like you're over it. That's not criticism. Yeah, it's understandable. You lose someone, it sticks.
I mean, it's just the movie. I like the movie. You know, it gets me. It's my favorite love story.
Oh, I'm gonna incite that so hard. This is with reliable talent.
Nope, black looks better. Okay.
The what you had was looking really good.
I was thinking a different
all right,
color,
yeah.
but here we are.
I feel like even Ricochet would definitely see that. It seems like something's up, and Dunette even more so has a lot of reason to think that she's just not telling the truth about this.
Looking around the room, are there any shoes? Are there any coats? Are there any beer cans? Are there any extra food? Any kind of indication that another person, possibly a man, lives here with her? Photos.
That is a good question. I guess mainly what you'd see is there's like a small dining room. It's not the biggest apartment. When you go in there, it's like carpeted. It's got, maybe you can smell that there's like a cat that's around sometimes or something. But like there's it's not all that big. But you do see a little table that's that has 2 spots on it, but it's only like a set table for one, but the other chair is moved around in a way that looks like someone had been sitting in it. Both chairs are getting use.
I'll casually go over and kind of like sit on the arm of it and kind of set my hand down and just see if I feel any warmth. To see, like, has someone been in this chair recently?
Okay. She's Wolverine now?
Yeah, she's also Wolverine, by the way.
I knew it.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you don't feel any warmth from the chair.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, Dunette, after, are you gonna continue at all after what she was saying?
Yeah, he's gonna say, we see your table's set for 2. You see, you're not alone.
Well, like I said, the table's only set for 1, but just the way the chairs are, it looks like 2 people been sitting in those usually.
We know someone else has been here. Seems someone
All
else.
right, I'm sorry. Can we get the Wolverine stuff out? It's just too
I'll get
distracting.
rid of him.
Shink.
Well, in any case,
Someone's staying in your bed. It's an awfully large bed for one person. Got your posters, your movies.
I need there. I wish there was like a mechanic for like, you know, like press harder or something like that for the L.A. Noire thing. Like,
Could I
what
do
I guess it
like
could be persuasion or intimidate or whatever. Like,
I am trying to do this more persuasion, so like kind of like diplomacy or like making a strong case.
Could do
yeah,
persuasion against her deception or something like that.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
not like trying to terrify her, but like
yeah.
you know, you're full of shit, Maloney.
Alright, let's see a persuasion roll then.
Are you can Ricochet help me?
However you'd like me to, yes.
You're over by the table.
Yeah.
You fuck young boys while
Yeah, she's still like up against a wall near the TV. And I take it that Dunette's still over near the couch.
I think he would have gone over to the couch and paused the movie.
Okay.
But like on a dramatic part of his face.
I was about to say,
so he's like looking
his
over.
face.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like chiseled good looks, you know?
Yeah.
Convenient part of the movie.
I guess to help out, I'll kneel and like kneel next to her and kind of rest my hand on her like in a comforting way. Right?
Sure. I mean, or you could reach your hand out to her.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see that. Alright, yeah. Okay, fine. I've seen him. He stays sometimes because he doesn't have anyone else.
Quick question: are her hands warm? Or do they feel like clay? Cool. Warm.
That's a good question. Her hands feel human.
Okay, gotcha.
That's a
But
good
that is
try
there. No one else would look after him. You don't know what he's been through. Okay, just leave him alone.
You have to understand, he might be mixed up.
Like I said to the last guy, he doesn't want any trouble. He's been living here
I'm
without
sorry.
any problems
The last
for over
guy?
10 years now. So just leave him alone.
Who is this last guy?
It's fucking Toby, isn't it?
I don't know who he was. He wore a hoodie. He had a backpack.
He wore a hoodie. Looked like this guy, and I'll pull out the drawing again. Oh wait, no, it's on a wanted wall. Never mind.
I thought you took a picture of it though.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I'll hold up the bat communicator.
Show it up with your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Came by here like a month ago, asking for him. I told him to get out of here.
A month ago. That lines up.
When he came here, what was he asking for? What did he want from him?
Same thing that always gets him into trouble, saying like, "Oh, I can help him. I've got chemicals that can make him back to normal, and I can cure him and stuff, and I can give him a new body, things like that." And like that's exactly the sort of stuff that gets him into trouble.
But he said no, right?
I kicked him out before he could even say anything to him. So hopefully Maddie never ran into him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He likes to go out for a walk from time to time because he gets cooped up in here. But he's minded his own business. He's not breaking any laws. Just leave him alone. Leave both of us alone.
Listen, we need to know. We need to talk to him personally, if that's possible. I'm not trying to harass anyone, but if we can get an idea, if he knows what might be going on, he might be framed for something real soon. If you can point us in his direction, we can make sure he's innocent.
And if someone's figured out where he is, he might be using blackmail to get Pagan to do what he wants.
Like threaten you.
All right, with advantage, you guys can roll persuasion once more.
Nice.
Mine's-
As one or each of us?
Mine's +5. How's yours?
My persuasion is only a +1.
Then I'll take it.
Alright.
Boom.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. With that, she's gonna break. She's gonna say, "Okay, all right. I tell you, what I told you was true. He's out for a walk. He's just gonna come back right through the front door, like he's a normal guy. If you stake the place out, he's eventually gonna come back within probably the next 15 minutes, a half hour."
Do we have ear communicators in or no?
Hell yeah, we do. I mean, I assume.
Sid, you're muted.
Oh, I was at the window. Like, I'm just hanging out there.
Alright, Dunette's gonna do, like, one of those, like, clicks on the walkies to kind of wake people up and make sure they're listening. And, like, alright, so he's coming back soon.
Feedback.
He'll be heading back then, and we can talk to him then. Alright?
We don't want to ambush him.
Right.
Maybe.
If we have the time, I can set up a bit of recon for us.
Which way does he tend to go?
Kind of recon.
Asking to her.
Hold on, let me go back to the cinematic.
If Lumina's asking what kind of recon, she'll
Yeah.
look over and she'll just see Riptide's basically gonna start ritual casting something, and she's gonna be like kind of doing this, and like you're gonna see like some water droplets kind of slowly forming in front of her.
That's what I said when you were weird. It's really cool, but it's really weird. Also, that doesn't answer the question. Hey, that doesn't answer the question, though.
I am doing something.
Just gonna go back to texting Toby about cats.
Floats away.
Cat's the animal, or cat's
The movie. I told him that he seems like the type that would like it.
I met somebody
I don't
yesterday
know.
who unironically loves that movie, and I question everything about her taste in media. Anyways,
He walks around different places. Sometimes he goes to the library, sometimes he goes for the Center of the Arts, but late at night, I think he sometimes likes to walk around. Lately, he's been saying he's liked going over just to walking over to Mountain Olympus and back.
Alright. We want to talk to him, but we don't want to fight him. If there's something that we could say to him that might put him at ease, do you know what that might be?
He's pretty suspicious of just about everybody who's wearing tights.
Good thing these are overalls then.
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
I don't know. He's not very trusting of just about anybody. Honestly, the things Batman's done not nearly as bad as the things that... Well, there was a private collector once. He doesn't like to talk about it much, but he basically stole him, kept him in these containers for years. It was hell for him. So I think he's also worried about people using him.
Perfectly fair. We just want to talk to him. Clear things up. Once we know he's innocent, we can move on. We can find the real one cousin. That's all we want.
Alright, just be prepared. It's possible he'll lash out at you if he doesn't trust you. He's kind of quick to fighting like that, more of a fight and flight guy than a talking guy. So just be careful. And know that he's just scared. He doesn't mean to hurt people. He hasn't in a long time.
Then
Alright.
let's make sure when he walks in, we're in as least as least threatening as possible. Everything. How
Oh,
about
wow.
we make some popcorn and watch the movie with you?
I think that's way more threatening if we're in his apartment when he gets home with his girlfriend or wife. I was thinking we'd like meet him on the way home.
Maybe I should talk to him, she says over the communicator.
Right. Like if he walks home and there's like a bunch of superheroes in his living room, he's like, "Oh hell nah."
Well, I mean,
I'll say it again. I can set up recon for us. None of us have to be in the room.
you have 10 to 30 minutes. The thing is, if we want to talk to him, we know he's coming here. We want to seem non-threatening because we just want to talk. So our options are to either be here relaxing, chillaxing, maxing out all cool when he gets here, or he gets here and we bust in like a SWAT team, scaring the crap out of him.
Or we bump into him on the way he's walking back from Mount Olympus.
Or maybe his wife can text him and let him know we want to talk.
I can text him.
Maybe if she's in the room, it might
No.
help a little bit.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, she should definitely be here. For her sake, too, to make sure we are not crossing the line.
Tell him to bring pizza.
All right. If you insist.
I think
I
it's the
do.
right. Not the pizza part.
Why not the
Actually-
pizza part?
Actually, yes, the pizza part.
My man.
Mushroom sauce, please.
All right. Trace Light,
Alright, so
Riptide,
what's-
can you
what-
keep
what-
eyes out for us?
Okay.
What's the plan?
Well, I think the detective and I are going to hang out and, be comfortable, be like relaxed. So when he gets there, it's like, oh, we have visitors instead of like, we don't want to seem like we're there to kick his ass.
I'm
We
just
don't want
saying
to bust into the room.
It's a real bad guy move when the gangsters show up to your apartment and he opens up the door and his wife is there and Tuco is there at the family dining table.
What if I were in there with Stella and I wore the hospital scrubs?
That might be better.
That is good.
Then maybe I'm just referring him to a therapist or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think we need at least one of the. I think the detective should be there too to get some answers.
Trace Light, if you did come over here, what if you didn't wear your mask?
I mean,
It might put him at ease.
all right. I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, so Trace Light's gonna come over in doctor's garb.
Yeah. She probably, to be perfectly honest with how on call she is, she probably just grabs a pair of, like, scrubs from the trunk.
Okay.
I imagine we filled up the trunk.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you do that, and you're gonna come over. I imagine you just kind of zip line over with a grappling hook thing.
Sure, yeah.
Or come up the elevator. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, or just get buzzed in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already in there.
Yeah.
Getting buzzed in
Okay,
is probably
so
a
you're
little
gonna
bit-
do that, and Dunette and Ricochet. Where are you two? So I'd say, are you gonna just be on the couch with Stella?
I mean, honestly,
Or sorry, I mean Trace Light. Where are you gonna be in the apartment?
on the couch, like corner-wise from Stella.
Okay. And Dunette and Ricochet, where are you guys gonna be?
I would like to just be kind of sitting down. I'd like to park my weapons over somewhere else, like utility belt hanging over a chair or on a coat rack, so it's like left my weapons at the door.
But it's still gonna be you with a mask in the living room when he enters.
Yeah. I'm getting. Ryan is not happy with this at all.
No, I'm actually going to say something worse.
Oh.
In the kitchen,
Nice.
while people are kind of sitting down in the living room with the TV on or whatever and kind of conversing, can Dunette stealthily peruse the kitchen and look for, in case this goes poorly,
Mm-hmm.
in case he decides to run, are there any samples of his DNA around? A lip on a glass, or maybe a little bit of clay somewhere, some kind of something that we could use to possibly track him if this goes south and he decides to.
No, you don't see any particles of clay or anything like that. You do have the heat vision goggles, and you do have Ricochet was one of the things you put down the corner, the freeze gun.
I don't think I had the freeze gun. I'm not sure who had the equipment.
Oh, I thought you were like, I call that.
Did I? I may
Or
I
have.
thought so
somebody
too,
else
yeah.
Okay, if
I
everyone.
mean, that sounds like something Ricochet would do.
yeah.
Can you have that hidden in your?
I'll stow that away, so like, if shit happens, I can like pull it out of a cabinet or a closet or something.
Or just like
Okay.
behind your back, so we don't have to like, in case we leave.
And Lumina and Riptide, what are you doing? Are you two just
I think
Just
Riptide's
girl
working
chatting
on
or
that.
I'm ritual casting, but
I'll
what I
hang out
wanna
with
do,
you.
what I want to do takes an hour. So if we don't have an hour until Clayface arrives, then I won't be able to complete.
Yeah.
It's like 10 to 30.
No, she said between 15 minutes and half an hour.
You want to go hang out street side and
In
give him a
fact-
heads up when he's coming in?
The thing I'm casting, even without it being a ritual, still takes an hour, which is kind of insane.
Jeez.
What?
When are you ever
Yeah.
going to be able to use that?
I don't know, but Find Familiar as a standard casting time
Oh,
is an hour. Which is,
Well, I mean,
because
you can
Find Familiar.
summon it from the pocket space. You could have summoned it like any time, but you can just kind of.
yeah, but I've never actively summoned it like during this campaign, so I'm not gonna just like say I did, you know.
So,
retroactively. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Find Familiar
Let's-
is supposed to be used basically once, and then you just have your familiar for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but I've
Same
never
with
I've never
Feinstein.
said I was doing it, so yeah, I wouldn't feel it's not fair for me to just say I did it while nobody was paying attention.
Okay. Do it next time we're at the tower.
Yeah.
Lord, girls. Sorry, just
Do you want to hang out street side and we can give him a heads up when he's coming up?
Yes, I suppose that works. After all, and then she looks at you, and then her eyes like flash that creepy like color that scared you back in the tower. Just after all, I can see pretty well out here now.
I can too without the creep factor. Let's go down.
All right, so you go down street level.
Yeah.
And because I'm a shady individual with a mask, I won't just be blatantly like on the sidewalk. I'll probably tuck into an alley if like still have visual on.
Riptide, are you going to do something similar, or are you going to be out in the open?
Lumina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to tuck into like an alley that still has visual on the front door. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'll
so
just
when
join
we
you.
see him, we can.
Yeah, I'll just join you in the same alley. We'll be on like if you're like behind like a dumpster here, I'll be behind something else here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So does everybody kind of have their places?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually, there's not many people who are coming in and out of the building. Maybe you see a couple people walk out of the building while you're waiting, but eventually, Lumina and Riptide, you are going to see a guy who's just kind of walking along. He's got his hand in his pockets, got like a brown leather coat on, and like one of those kind of like 40s caps, and he's just going to be kind of walking on and just kind of looking at the ground, and eventually turn and open the door and walk into the apartment lobby.
We'll just set a notification to Ricochet.
I'm Rico Suave. Nice.
Yeah, in my contacts, you are Rico Suave.
All right. He's almost here. He's on his way up. Let's get cozy.
Okay. First, I
Alright.
probably has like
Stella
some
is gonna
tea.
look really nervous. He's just,
She
I
probably,
hope you guys can.
I feel like Trace Light would have like gone on and like made her some hot chocolate or tea while they were waiting, so that she's not just sitting there anxiously the whole time.
Yeah, let's just sit
Now
like
she's-
one
now-
right
now
next
she's
to her.
sitting anxiously with a cup.
Ricochet's drinking a soda and playing on his phone.
Alrighty, well, eventually the front door is gonna open, and you see the man. He's fairly well built. Looks like he's in his early 50s, with kind of reddish with a little bit of white hair, kind of Dunette-esque in his color scheme, at least for the hair. Comes walking in, and immediately is gonna notice Stella and Trace Light without a mask on the couch, and Ricochet also in the room with a mask on,
Hello.
and he's gonna get very tense and kind of like keep one foot out the door.
Oh, you're good.
Uh,
You're good. We're here to talk.
Stella, who are these people?
Mr. Hagen,
What's going on here? She's gonna say, come on in, Gary. Come on in. It's okay. Just, there's some people here who want to talk to you. And looking over. Sorry, Ricochet. What were you saying to him?
Oh, just hey, how's it going?
Trace, I was going to say something.
yeah, Trace Light's gonna like try and just break the ice immediately from the awkwardness. Like, she's gonna get up and very calmly walk over, hand out, like, "Hello, Mr. Hagen. My name is Dr. Trace."
Doctor, what's it? I'm not Hagen. What is Stella? What is this?
It's okay. We're just here to talk. Don't worry about it. Relax. Woosah.
What do you want? Say what you want. Get out.
Okay. There were some things that happened recently. Obviously, you've heard on the news about the break-in in Wayne Enterprises. Well, done some digging, and we were just wondering if you might have had something to do with it. But that's what we're here to clear up. Because
Listen, I've been keeping my head low. You got it? I've done nothing. All right. You leave me alone.
I understand. I understand. But
Do not enter the room.
Oh my God! There's more of them. Listen, you got the wrong guy. Okay, I got nothing to do with anything. You leave me alone. You see, and leave Stella alone. And get out of here.
It's okay. It's okay. Take a step. It's all good. The thing is, there's some evidence that you may have been involved, which is understandable. I'm worried that you may have been blackmailed to do something you didn't want to do. And if that's the case, we need to know who that was so we can deal with it.
I don't know nothing. Okay.
I'm going to insight that.
I will as well.
Can I roll at advantage knowing what we know?
Yeah.
Wait. Why can't I reach it? Come on. Oh.
How did you get a 23, not nat 20, and then a 22?
One was
Afterwards.
Trace Light, the other was
Yeah.
Andrew.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys would notice, like, oh, he may protest too much.
Listen,
Mr.
I
Hagen,
understand your... Oh,
Mr.
Ladies
Hagen, we're worried that the man known as the Angel Investor is gonna hurt more people. Honestly, I think Stella might be worried about that too, right? I mean, you seemed pretty creeped out by the man.
Matt, Gary, have you gotten involved in anything? Please just let it out. It's like, I didn't do anything. I'm not talking to any of you. And he's just gonna start booking it and running down the hall.
We got a runner, and he's gonna say that over the intercom.
He's gonna run
Okay.
down the hall straight towards one of the walls that has a window on it, and he's just gonna go and just crash right through the window
Is that
and just go
toward-
falling down 28 stories.
Is that
Oh my
toward
God.
where myself and Lumina are?
It sure is.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we should
Yeah.
chase him.
Yeah. So Lumina and Riptide, you were just going to be looking,
shit.
and then you just see a man smash out of a window and fall down along with the window, and he is just going to land on the street pavement and just splat. You might want to look away, but if you don't look away, then you just see that he just splats into like a whole bunch of crazy clay, and then just kind of like flattens out at first and kind of ricochets around, and then he's gonna like swirl up again and then take back the form of a man.
Once
And
he
starts
starts
booking it.
I
when he
hate it.
reforms to start booking, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
There it
Alright,
is.
let's see a whole person.
It's a wisdom save from you.
Oh, okay, wisdom save from him. Okay.
And you need to beat a 15.
15. Well, he got a 1.
Okay. So he tries. So there's like a moment where we watch this man hit the ground, and then we're just like, whoa! We just watched somebody
There's a
die in
very
front
like,
of us.
what the fuck?
And then so yeah, Lumina has that exclamation, and Riptide's just like, wait, watch, and as it forms up into the man again and starts to sprint, I'll cast that, and then the flavor.
So how does that magic work exactly? Is it somehow connected to your ancient one or whatever
that's what
it
I was about to
is?
say. So it's reflavored as sort of like a water current under their feet that kind of just like holds them in place. So it's kind of just like a swirling kind of water around his feet now that are holding him.
Oh, you know
running
one
and
of
running.
those. Ice would have worked too.
That's true.
All right. Well, in any case, there. So, is that go for your concentration, and he has a chance to escape every once in a while? Or like, how does that work? It's been a while since I've done.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. So, I guess he's got 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds, he could try to get out. If we're just going by the
Rope doesn't even matter, does it? Because he could probably just slither right through that.
Nah, dog.
Yeah,
Shit.
rope's not really gonna do anything to him.
Shit.
All right. Well, let's go into a turn order here, since he's kind of in a turn order. Because at this point, he's gonna want to try to escape this as quickly as he can. So let's get initiative, everybody.
Should we just say him first since I just acted?
Sure.
That could be a surprise round, technically.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
So let me give you that.
Got a fidget
Your
to
last
put your mask
initiative
back on.
was a 20, though. Oh.
Well, no, this makes sense. I'm gonna go last in this turn.
Technically, Tracelight would go last.
Oh,
still,
yes.
still won somehow.
Unless we don't count nat ones on initiative orders, which
I mean, we
technically
haven't
think
We
counted
count
nat
them. We
20s.
count them for everything else. So
We haven't counted nat 20s for you go first, though.
yeah.
Fair enough. So Riptide, you're still gonna be number 3.
Okay.
So we can just say you just went.
It's fine. Tracelight has to put on her mask.
Yeah, that's right. That's why she's taking longer. She's like, ah, shit, back in the battle.
Well,
all right. Dunette, what did you get? 8. Alrighty, and let me just get one for our good old friend Clayface.
Oh, I guess I need Batman
Not
combat
doing
music.
too good on the turn order either.
We should just use like the Arkham Knight soundtrack for combat.
Good call.
Since video games
Alrighty.
are fair game as far as music. Unless you're
True.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Ricochet, you're up first. You got some sprinting to do if you want to catch up.
Yeah. I think like when he bolts, he's just kind of like throw his hands up and thigh and kind of walk over and grab his utility belt and start clipping it on. And then I assume we get something over the comm like, got him! It's like, oh, okay. And he's gonna just bolt down the hallway and kind of dive out of the hole that he jumped through.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of like Prince of Persia style, like jump from ceiling, from wall to wall, sliding down to like slow myself. And if that's not enough, I'll like.
I don't know if you could do that. Like you would have to like jump out the window, and then you would need a grappling hook to like not just fall straight
rappel
down.
down, yeah.
Splat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just dive out and then rappel down.
Okay. So we'll say it takes your turn to get caught up with them. Lumina, you're fairly close though. Is there anything you want to do?
I would like to get in close to him, and because I know that rope and shit is not gonna be a viable thing, I'm going to hold a spell for in the event that he gets out of Riptide's hold person. I'm gonna prepare compelled duel, I think.
Oh, interesting. So how do you want to do that? You want to flavor that?
It's just very imposing, like glowing eyes and whatnot. I mean, I'm gonna hold it for in the event that he does break free, so he's not affected by it yet anyway.
All right. Dunette, you got a runner. You called it in, and then eventually, you would have heard. We got him. What are you doing?
He's a little bit slower, but with cunning action, he can use an extra dash. So, going after before he leaves, he's going to look back to the girlfriend or wife and say,
Stella.
Stella.
Stella!
I'm going to do my best to not hurt him. But if he resists, we need to set him straight. And then he's going to poke out the door, and then similar to what Rich...
bursting into tears and crying.
He's going to jump out the window and shoot the grappling hook up so it catches a thing, and he's going to, I guess, rappel down 28 floors.
All right. So he's doing that. Clayface is going to attempt to get out again. What does he need?
A 15 wisdom save.
He still does not get out of it this turn.
Okay.
Next up, we have Tracelight.
Okay, since things are going bad, bonus action Sanctuary on self, and she's gonna turn to Stella and be like, "We're not gonna hurt him. We'll bring him back. Don't worry." And she's gonna go out the window and grappling hook down while she's putting on her mask.
All right. Riptide, you're up, and you've got a thing you're currently concentrating on. What else do you want to do?
I'm gonna maintain distance from him, but I'm gonna step out more into the street where he is, and I'm gonna pop off one of my invocations, which is Armor of Shadows, which is mage armor at will. So as I step out and I'm maintaining that concentration, you just see those like coral armor plates just materialize and come in all around her. But that's all that I'm gonna do on this turn.
Alrighty. Ricochet, you finish your repel down to the bottom, and the thing like kind of comes loose, and you can, retract in your grappling hook. What do you do?
I rush over and I like in front of Clayface, like, it's okay. I get it. You're scared. You're terrified. That's okay. We're on the same team here. Let's just get back upstairs and sit down and talk before you call a lot more attention to yourself. I know you want to lay low, so let's lay low, okay? We're on the same team here. And,
Give me a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna do my own little roll real quick. Okay. You notice that he looks at you. He makes eye contact when you're saying that, but he's still kind of flushed with this kind of water surrounding him. And which, to be fair, in the lore too, he does not like water. Lumina, you're already kind of goading him a bit. What do you want to do now?
Did he not get a chance to save, or did he not save?
He failed.
He did not save.
Oh shit! I missed that. Okay, well, in that case,
I will say, for the record, hold person only lasts 1 minute.
yeah.
It's only been.
Yeah, you got limited amount of time.
We still have 9 rounds technically before it stops, but
I mean,
just FYI.
just change of tactic, just kind of like seeing Ricochet come out. Just calm down my demeanor a little bit, a little less defensive, and just we can go back upstairs and talk this before it's. No, not you.
All right, let me see a persuasion roll from you as well. Let's see if we can
shit.
start.
I'm
Just gonna start adding up scores to see how.
I don't know.
Just de-escalate the
Yeah.
situation.
I should have used intimidation. I shouldn't have backed down. I should have
We're
like
not the
burst out my
Gotham
wings.
City
Like, get
Police
the fuck back upstairs!
I don't know. It's
Pretty
probably
good.
probably good to continue persuasion. That worked out pretty well for you. All right, Dunette, can you capitalize on what these guys are doing? You make your way down. You can kind of get a sense of, with your keen insight, you can kind of see what's already been going on between Ricochet and Lumina. What do you want to do?
So he's been, as far as we know, quiet for at least, 14 years?
Something like that. Yeah, he's been laying low. At the very least, he's been getting away with things. If he has been doing it, he's been getting away with them for a long time. But it's quite possible he's actually laid low for that long.
Based on his apartment, is it a nice apartment? Is it a fine apartment?
It's okay. You know, I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's on the smaller side of, like, it looks middle class on the inside, but it's still on the smaller side of an apartment for that as well. So seems like she's getting by.
So it seems reasonable that if he were living the life of a successful under-the-ground criminal, which somehow evades the suspicion of Batman for 14 years, that he has not used any of that money on this apartment or for Stella. So I think it's reasonable to say he has been living the straight and narrow for some time until recently, that someone had made him change his ways, possibly using blackmail or threatening Stella. So Dunette's going to say, listen, we looked at your file. You've been quiet for 14 some years now. Seen Stella, she loves you a lot, and she worries about you a ton, because I can tell she loves you. I think that you didn't mean to do this, or you don't want to do this. So help us find the ones that's making you do this, alright? We just want to talk. We're not trying to fight. Will you please let us do that much? And I'll do it.
On his turn, before I'm gonna have him make his save, he's gonna say, "You're gonna leave me alone."
Once we have what we need, we don't ever need to speak of her again.
Can I insight that? Or I guess he didn't actually say. I guess he didn't agree to it yet. But
I thought you were inciting Hugh.
no. If Clayface says anything to the effect of like, "Okay, I'll cool it," then I want to insight that.
Yeah, he is basically going to say, like, "All right, get me out of this. I'll talk."
Well, I still don't trust him, so I keep hold person maintained.
Riptide, just let him go.
Oh yeah, you're convinced that he's lying right now with that nat one. You're like, oh no, he's trying to pull one on us. However, Tracelight, you get the sense that he's trying to tell the truth. You don't get the sense that he exactly wants to talk, but you get the sense that he's calculated this is his best move.
It's okay. You can lower your hold on
Riptide, because with that one, she's not gonna trust him, but she'll look around to the group and just, if he makes a break for it, you only have yourselves to blame. And then she'll drop hold person.
I don't think
All right.
he's about to do that.
I did say he went back into the form of person. I don't know why I've been on this image of him like this the whole time.
Because it looks like Oogie Boogie. It's fun.
That's just bad DMing. So yeah, he looks actually much more like his old friend Teddy Lupus. So I'm gonna bring over that picture.
It was Lupus.
It was Lupus the whole time.
So I assumed Lupus's identity?
No, he looks somewhat like him. I'm just using another picture.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, he did not assume his identity. I'm just trying to give you something other than the Clayface thing to look at. Because currently he's in a human form. He doesn't want to draw as much attention. There is a ton of broken glass very close to where you all are. So he is going to be like, all right, we just go in the alleyway real quick to talk. Or we could go back to the apartment.
Or
Look at
upstairs,
the glass.
wherever you're more
It's just-
comfortable.
I just want to get out of the streets. I don't
Yeah.
want anyone else. I don't want cops seeing any of this.
Why don't we go back upstairs?
I'll get the glass
Alright.
cleaned up. You guys can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. And he's like, wait, no. I'm sorry, I can do it a lot faster than you. And he's just gonna, like, quickly look around, see that no one's watching, and he's gonna, like, shoot down an arm that just kind of, like, quickly swipes away all the glass into, he's got, like, an arm of clay and just, like, little glass sticking out. It's like, it's okay, I'm gonna go shoot this into the trash.
That's
That was
important.
Alright,
a lot
let's go.
faster than what I could do it, actually.
So yeah, all of you can go back up to the apartment if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Good old Stella.
Still crying.
Oh, I will.
And is
I will
that
clean
the
up her
Babadook in the background? What the heck is that?
I thought that was
She no longer cries.
Wait, Andrew's gonna take a guess. I need to see if he's correct. You think
Squidward
it's...
from the tanks.
Yes,
and-
that's what it's
yeah.
supposed to be.
World
Kilroy.
War II. Kilroy.
That's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. It kind of just looks like a platypus. But
Yeah.
A little bit.
Is
It
that a
was supposed
side
to
dog?
it was supposed to be Kilroy.
Nice.
All right. Well, in any case, yeah. So you get back to the apartment and you can go ahead and talk with him some more. I'm sorry about that. Just
It's okay.
I've been put away for too long. Okay, I don't want to.
We
back
understand.
into any of that.
You're on edge and probably not great seeing a bunch of, mass people coming here to talk with you. We're
Yeah, you guys are the last kind of guys I want to see right now.
we're really just interested in the guy that tried to hire you.
Oh, so if I give you information that's gonna lead you to him, you'll back off of me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why we're here.
Okay, well, I learned a long time ago. Don't get mixed up with people unless, you got something on them. So I kept a piece of me on him. He doesn't know about. Kept some of myself in his bag. I kind of have this ability to sense where part of me is. I can give you a part of me to help you go track him down and can sense where to find him.
Wait, before we get into that, he approached you. He offered you a job or blackmailed you. What exactly was? How did he start talking to you?
Does it matter if I can lead you to him? Then does it even matter anymore?
Can I?
I just want to be left alone.
Can I insight why he's being?
Yeah.
Minimum of 8, so 16.
Nice.
16. Okay, that's definitely better than 12. Sorry, you say minimum of 8?
Reliable talent.
I thought that's minimum 10.
It's different for investigator.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
get it sooner, but it's
Alrighty.
less.
Interesting. Okay. So in that case, excuse me. Yeah, you're gonna feel that he's being dodgy. That he clearly doesn't want to answer that part. There's something
Something
potentially incriminating by this line of questioning.
Oh. You know, it would go a long way if you were completely honest. Make sure we don't have to come back and bother you.
You want to give me a persuasion roll on that?
Sure.
If anybody else wants to throw anything to give advantage.
Does he need it?
For persuasion, I could. I do have the stats for that if he needs it.
I mainly just need some RP fluff from anybody to
Sure.
try to on that persuasion.
I held him in place once, so I imagine Riptide just standing there like,
What about Trace
I'll
Light?
do it again,
Yeah,
bud.
Tracelight's just gonna add on. If we know what he's up to, it means we would be more prepared. It would really help us. We just want less people to get hurt.
I'll do that stare that I gave Matthew McConaughey while I was interrogating him.
She's like hopefully she's hopefully trying to say it in a way that like, because Stella's probably in the room, like, so that Stella might see him as more of a hero for telling us what he's up to.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to roll to see if you can get any higher than 21, you're welcome to. You have the advantage. Or did you already roll with advantage?
I already have advantage.
Oh, well, both of you guys have 21, so yeah.
Same
Between
wavelength,
both of you
just
guys.
like
All right, listen. I want to start by saying I never agreed to hurt anyone, and I never did hurt anyone. Okay, I just trashed some computer. That's all he wanted.
Yeah. You know.
I
why?
wouldn't take another job to hurt anyone. I'm past all that. Okay, I just want to be left alone.
We
But-
got that. What did he have?
He
on
said he didn't have anything on me other than what I am. Said he was connected with some kind of biotech stuff, could help me finally get a new body. And she's just gonna be like, "Oh, Matt, I knew this was gonna lead you to trouble."
That's okay. He's not in trouble right now. Even Powers hasn't said anything to anyone. He'll be okay.
Oh God, Powers involved? Stella, please. Yeah. So yeah, it was my choice. He didn't have anything over me.
he offered you a way
Guess-
to fix you.
Yeah, he offered a way to fix me. It's all I've wanted for years, decades. It was too good of an opportunity to pass up. So yeah, I did it. I
In
sabotaged the
exchange-
computer.
You sabotaged the computer as someone else. Someone from... Was this Wayne Tech, or was this from Powers?
This was Powers.
Powers.
Wait. Oh, Charlie, not
Yeah,
Toby.
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And you did that. How did he find you? You've been living in secret for the better part of a decade now, haven't you?
How'd you guys find me?
We punched in Clayface to GPS and it led us here.
Well,
Essentially.
Womp, womp,
There you go.
womp, womp. Do you?
I mean, what's GPS?
Do you have any idea what kind of biotech he has?
Hey.
I mean, you must have been pretty sure that he could make this body for you.
well, I mean, he showed me a whole backpack full of cash. I assume that somebody who's got that type of money, you know. They clearly are connected with somebody, but I wasn't interested in the cash. Just wanted to finally transfer my consciousness into a regular body.
Did anything about him seem off in any way? I mean,
Yeah, kind of.
aside
His
from-
eyes.
His eyes.
He had these weird, buggy eyes. He didn't blink that often. It was weird.
Oh,
Well, his initials do spell out AI.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
shit.
god! I just really.
The angel investor. the AI.
shit-eating grin.
fuck! He
Yeah.
quit. He just threw something. He's
Y'all
dead.
didn't recognize that? I was the only
I
one.
didn't think
I thought
about it.
I thought I was
Trace
late
might
to the
leave
party.
the room.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I think Ricochet's sipping a soda, and it's like, wait, I thought you guys.
I thought you guys made that connection already.
I thought I was late
Yeah.
to the party.
But
Okay.
is it a red hair?
All right.
Probably
No,
not.
the only red herrings we got here are Richard, Artem, and Sydney. Nah.
Ah,
Right now, we need to find this
we
angel.
do have a
investor.
strange collection of redheads in such a
Our
small
our,
group. I'm
our
just
crew
saying.
is 50% ginger, which is like
that never happens ever.
We're the rarest group.
Y'all should start a band called the Ginger Snaps.
ooh snap.
Anyways, like I was saying. He's a robot, okay? I don't know if he's a robot or not, but what I do know is that I've kept a part of myself on him so I could track him if I needed to. Help me more secure with my decision.
What is?
I
I know what that means, but phrasing.
Anyways, if you want,
I find that
I can help you track him down.
That would be much appreciated.
Alrighty, well, for my own security, I don't want to get too much more involved. But I'll give you a little chunk of me, enough that'll help you track him down. And he's just gonna revert back to his Clayface form, given that he's in the safety of his own apartment.
Still same evil smile.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he is just going to, out of his chest, just start forming another little Clayface.
Oh,
Baby Clayface.
wow.
We get baby Clayface.
Oh boy, here
And
comes
he's
the
just,
baby Clayface.
and he's just gonna pop on down.
Oh no! Okay, he's adorable and I love him. We need to protect him at all costs.
Did you get this made for this?
I totally did.
I love him!
Wow.
That's the thumbnail right there.
Wow.
That's gotta be the thumbnail.
I love it.
Dude,
I
that's
just-
gonna look at Stella and say, "Did you know he could do that?"
Stella's just gonna say, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's been able to make other little, like, mini-me's for a long time. But he doesn't really do that stuff so much anymore. He's like, yeah, but you know, transfer in a little bit of consciousness into this thing. He can help you out, but other than that, I'm not getting involved, okay? I'm laying low. I don't want any more to do with this.
So does he talk?
And so
to
the
you,
other
or-
little guy's like, it's okay, I can help you out.
Oh, we're back to Richard playing the kid again.
I love him though!
Do you have a name, or are you Little Clayface, or what?
Clearly baby.
Bayface.
You can name me whatever you want. I don't really have a name, you know? I just kinda got here.
Babyface.
Tickets.
Babyface.
Harambe.
I'm gonna go pee.
I'm gonna go pee.
Shall we? You want to take 5 and figure out a name?
Yeah, take 5. I need to get a new drink.
By the way,
anyway.
Clayface has some sweet nipple piercings.
I noticed
I
he's
noticed
got
that.
some.
That's not
All
me.
right, we're going on
That
the
was
beer right
all
back.
me.
And we're back.
Alright, guys, so...
Red Durst.
Okay. So guys, if you want to, I can take you towards where this guy is.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do.
Okay. He's gonna like move his hand around. He's that way. He's gonna point. What direction is he going to point in?
You tell us, Mr. DM dude.
I know, I need to look.
Richard starts
DM.
rolling.
He's gonna point
Dude
south.
Master.
South.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should take him in the car and go that way.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just like use him as a active radar.
Basically, yeah, he's just gonna keep on feeling out.
Is he gonna just
Definitely
sit,
just like...
are we gonna like put him in like a high chair and he's just gonna sit there and go beep, beep, beep?
I think he's gonna have to sit in somebody's lap. Who volunteers?
Okay. I do think
So
as we're walking to
Ricochet?
the car, yeah, as we're walking to the car, I'll like lean over to Lumina and be like, "Is it weird that I feel like I need to buy him like ice cream or a churro or something?"
No, I'm kind of getting that instinct,
Hold
actually.
on.
Mhm.
Like, get him a toy or like a
Yeah,
happy meal.
ruffle his hair, but it's clay instead of hair.
It's
I
weird,
don't know.
but he's strangely cute. I'm really confused and I'm really concerned.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Gonna have to go to the dry cleaners after this. What happened to Richard?
I think he's
Dogs.
wrangling the dogs.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, what were you saying?
We follow the trail.
All right, you follow the trail south into Old Gotham, over to a cafe, another 24-hour diner thing, over near Gotham Square,
Oh, God.
and it's gonna get to the point where he's starting to point downward instead of like in a direction. So he's like, "Down there, you gotta park somewhere."
Do you know how much parking costs around here?
We'll just get a drop off.
I don't know much of anything. I'm a piece of clay.
Oh,
Park on one of the buildings like we always.
It's weird that he's self-aware.
wait, which? Where are we? Oh, Gotham Square.
You're like right over Gotham Square in Old Gotham.
When we
Oh.
get out, I'll tell the car, computer, go into standby mode, circle the perimeter, go into standby.
Going in standby. Alright, so you guys park on a rooftop across the street from the cafe per usual.
It's a cafe that he's at.
Or, sorry, it's like another 24-hour diner thing.
He's not in there right now. Do you think?
He's pointing down. Baby, did you give him a name? Is he just Babyface?
Babyface.
Babyface.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's better be
Babyface
mixed up
points
in-
down, like, definitely that direction, down there.
All right. I don't know how much control do you have. Can you hide yourself in my cloak? Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah?
So we're gonna get down there, and you gotta point where he is. All right?
Okay.
No offense. Walking around looking like you do, it might draw some attention.
Yeah, he's like half your size. Yeah, he's just gonna be like, okay, and he's just gonna like kind of spread out and like thin out a bit and just kind of go up and kind of take the form of your coat, but inside your coat.
All
He's
right.
just gonna like take over the, just gonna
I
take
don't know
over
why
the
I
inner
suggested
lining.
that.
It's just gonna feel, he's just gonna feel like he's giving you a little old hug.
Oh,
It's gonna feel very kind of weird.
He's gonna whisper in your. You pull up your hood and he's just whispering.
Hey,
Oh yeah, he's like formed little lips up at the top, right near where the collar is.
Not
real
so
com-
close. Not so close. I can feel you
Real
on my back.
comfortable in here.
I hate it, but I love all of it.
Let's go quickly. Let's go quickly before we have to do this any longer.
Oh no.
So do all of you go down towards there? What do y'all do?
Should we spyglass it first? What do we actually see through the windows?
So if you guys go over and look through the windows, you'll see that there's not many people in this diner. There's just the person working the register, or like kind of like the counter area, and maybe like one person sitting on one of the little red seats, and in the back corner at a table, kind of working on a laptop. You're gonna see a dude who really matches that description.
Yeah, but that's everybody in Gotham.
Let's send
That's
Unique
true.
Clayface into his
Some other
hoodie.
guy. If you'd like to roll perception, you can try to see.
No, I'm gonna.
I guess
go
all
right
you ever
up,
did was
I'm
get a
gonna walk right up
drawing.
and
So.
slam his face into the table. I'm not even gonna make sure it's the right guy.
Oh my god.
Kidding.
Someone should cover the back exit.
I get it.
Well, it worked for us before. I'm gonna join Lumina at the back.
All right. Ricochet, you want to cover the front in case he jumps out that way?
Sure thing. And I'll perch on the diner, so if like he runs for the door, I can drop on him.
Okay.
Doesn't this feel too easy? Like,
I mean, we wouldn't have found this without Clayface.
I guess, but just sitting in the middle of a cafe? You'd think that somebody
When
planning something really big would have some weird hideout. Maybe I've watched too many movies.
we have an eye line of him, yes, now, correct? Richard?
Oh yeah, you definitely have an eye line of him. He's like through the window all the way on the other side of the diner. He's just
Can
chilling
we
there. You
look at
also
him?
notice he's got a coffee and he's got his laptop, and that's pretty much it. He still has his backpack, which probably rather than being on him is just right next to his leg.
Can we look at him via the heat vision, the heat-seeking goggles?
Sure. Put that on. You look at it, and you see that he heats up like a human.
Can I do like a quick scout to see if there are any like traps or if anybody else is watching the building?
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation.
Huh?
With a 15, yeah, you feel fairly confident, not 100% confident, but you feel fairly confident that there's no one around that's, like, spying on you guys.
So I guess we just go in and apprehend him?
I mean, he's our guy. We have reason to suspect he's up to no good.
And,
Confessions. We bring him in.
I mean,
Question him.
If we bring him in and Brown gets wind of it, she may even make a plea bargain to go against him.
Hey, Richard. We have
Yep.
not short rested since the Clayface encounter, right?
Not unless you guys wanted to before heading
Okay.
over.
I'm just making sure.
But no, no one ever said doing
Okay,
a short
that's
rest.
fine.
for that.
Just asking.
Say we go get him.
Okay. I guess Trace Light and Dinette walk into the diner.
Let me know if you want me to like crash through the window or something.
Keep you on speed dial.
I have
Alright,
all my
sounds good.
tentacles ready to go.
That's.
All right.
We need to talk. We
I've seen that
need to
video.
talk about some of the things you say.
Oh, one last thing. See if they have cake in there.
Cake!
Go around back.
I'm following her.
Will do.
Yeah, going in there, you would see that there's like kind of a traditional little like glass thing, cake on the other side, and you're gonna
First
see like a
things
big
first.
burly man with like really hairy arms, kind of little bit of hair out of his chest poking out. And it's like I got a thick red hair and a thick red beard with one of those like little
Beard
like
guard.
nets. That catch
The hairnet for your beard, yeah.
Yeah. I got one of those things. It's gonna be like, hey there, guys. How can I help you?
Oh, we're meeting a friend actually. We're gonna go find our spot if that's all right.
All right. You need anything? Let me know. Menus, drink, whatever.
Will do.
Maybe a cake.
Sorry,
for
Riptide.
later.
They just ran out of cake.
You hear it very strongly over the mic, just
Hey, what about churros? Do they have churros in there? Rico
is a
mentioned
churro?
churros.
Oh no.
Girl, let me tell you. Calm goes quiet.
we forget to switch it off though. So while they're trying to talk to the AI, you just
So
hear this churro conversation.
So it's dough, and it's like it's in through piping, and yeah.
I learned about churro ice
All
cream
right,
sandwiches
well,
today.
if you
They make
you guys
churro in a
walk
spiral
over
shape,
to
and
this
then you
guy?
take two and.
We'll approach.
All right, you approach, and he's just typing away, kind of keeping his eyes on his laptop, unless you get like way up in his face.
We'll stand.
Eventually, he'll just kind of look up at you guys and like pull an earphone out and be like, yes.
Whispering to Babyface. Are you sure that's him?
Yeah. The other part of me's so close I can feel it. It's in the backpack.
Mr. Angel, we're here to talk to you. We're here when you're making all kinds of business deals all around Gotham.
Oh, well, have a seat. He's gonna close his laptop and put it into his bag. Please, sit.
Junette's gonna
I
shift
am
the eyes over to Trace like, "Alright." Yeah, basically.
They sit down, I guess.
Please, I am not the angel investor. I'm merely the messenger. Yes, but to make sense, Dunette, Tracelight, I believe.
How do you know about us?
I was hoping the Batman himself would show, but sounds like he's not here, but just more of what Angel Investor has foreseen, I suppose. Why? The real question is, why isn't the Batman here?
I don't know. You'll
Why
have to ask him
are
next time you
you
see him.
here? Well, alrighty then. So, you will all have some questions, I assume. And I've got some questions for you. Where's the others? The others who
They
helped.
take the dough and they fry it, right? And then they have cinnamon and sugar.
Every part of this sounds delectable. Why are we still here?
The others who helped fight off the animals at Wayne Tech.
You don't worry about that. Where's the angel?
Oh, the angel. He would very much like to speak with you, but he's going to speak to you through me. He is interested in investing in you, actually.
Well, isn't that sweet?
Ask if he can pay off my student debt. It's like
Here's-
a lot.
Here's the thing about your angel investor, is that he's got his hands in quite a bit of a pickle. Funding people to destroy property, creating a war between powers and Wayne Tech. He's got all sorts of things to answer for, including those big monster abomination. So why don't we
yeah,
pause
think-
this conversation? Why don't we pause this
Sorry, what was that?
conversation? And you come with us downtown to the precinct. How does that sound?
Oh no, I don't think that would be very good. I'm happy to answer your questions here, though, if you have any.
I'd feel more comfortable if there were a couple more cops here, just to make sure you don't pull anything funny on them. Does that sound reasonable,
what have
Tracelight?
Yeah.
But what have I done? What would you hold me for?
Tracelight's gonna, under the table, or, like, press on the back communicator the record button, so that we actually have all this shit this time.
Well, let's see. You approached Clayface. You asked him to destroy property. You communicated and paid the Browns to instruct their animal abominations to destroy it. Creating a bit of a war, a tech war, as it would seem, between Wayne, Tech, and Powers. But for what ends? What's your goal? What's your end game in all this?
The angel investor wants nothing but to save humanity, of course. Don't you see what he's been targeting? If you've found me, clearly you must have figured it out by now. He's attacking all of the things. He's targeting all of the things that, if brought together, would bring around the end of the world. I'm talking about AI ascension. That's what he's preventing.
What?
You're gonna have to speak up a little bit. I don't know what that means.
Alright, let me spell it out for you, since he's the one who knows best. As he says it, in the year 2025, after Wayne and Powers have merged, they will merge their technology. They will develop an AI that becomes self-aware and will take over. It will be a homegrown brainiac. And so he's doing everything he can to stop it.
A
By
homegrown
committing crimes.
brainiac.
You are aware of the brainiac, the machine being that came down to Earth that Superman had to stop? Well, imagine a brainiac that is already in all of the computers everywhere. Think about it. The robots, the machines are already starting to take over. They're starting to take over your jobs, even your little household, electronics. Everything is starting to take over. Imagine a sentient intelligence that could already be embedded in everything we own. Everything that's already invading our society. It would take over and have catastrophic consequences.
Not
So
everything
we're
I
saving
know.
the world. We're doing good works here, and we haven't hurt anyone, at least too badly.
Except for the people that were put in danger. And Clayface.
Yes, people are putting but a small sacrifice to pay for such glorious outcomes. So many saved.
Yeah, well, the
Well-
angel investor doesn't get to decide who gets sacrificed.
I think there might be
Angel
quite a few
investor.
people who would disagree with that statement.
So are you gonna ask him about the whole college debt thing, or is that a no? That's a no.
Listen, the angel investor is willing to invest $1 million in each of you to be allies. Don't go against him. He's doing good work. You being here instead of the Batman only confirms what he's been telling me, that at some point Batman would be on his way out and someone needs to ascend to take his place. And that is going to be him. But he's open to hiring you as well, to be allies, to help save humanity, to
Save
keep the
humanity.
machines from taking over. You can see it little by little. It's already happening, but there's a catastrophic event that'll happen by 2025. He has seen it.
How? How does he know what's going to happen in the future?
He does not share his ways, but I know that he must be right. He's gotten every investment right. His entire career. He knows what's going to happen before it happens.
Or he's just lucky.
He's built a fortune out of investments alone, started from nearly nothing. And now he's a billionaire. all through wise, smart investments that could only have happened if he knew what was going to happen before it was happened. He knows the way.
Alright, if this guy's so rich and powerful, who is he?
Who is he? He's the angel investor, that's all. All we know him as, all he is.
Insight 23. How's this guy's temperament? He a little on the unhinged side? Is he getting
Yeah,
nervous?
he's a little bit of a fanatic, it seems.
Right. Okay. In that case, and Dunette's gonna pull out a pair from his coat.
Well, I was gonna say, like, in D&D terms, he's more of a cultist than a cult leader.
Gotcha. Alright, Mr. Hoodie Man, I believe we've heard enough here. Confessed to some crimes and some involvement. We're gonna take you down to the station to get you booked in for a nice stay.
It's fine if you wish, but you can't stop it. You can't stop it from happening. And if you are not allies, you are his enemies.
Keep him away from his computer. Don't let him touch it anymore.
Tracelight's gonna like move over the computer.
Hey, tell him I'm in and I want to meet the angel investor.
My
Stop
Venmo
everything.
is Ricochet at
Ricochet, hey. It's at Ricochet, hey.
I have a Patreon.
Hey folks, saving
Exclusive
justice
content.
one tip at a time.
Dunette's gonna move
Alrighty,
over
so do you want
handcuff him.
to take this guy over to the
If we
station
make
then?
over 10,000 a month, I will put an extra criminal behind bars every week.
Legit, guys.
He's not able to overpower you, so if you wanted to just take him to the station, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
You
gonna
guys, to be
Go
honest,
ahead.
like, if one of us jumps on this, we can get face to face, at least get a location on him.
but that's what the cops are for. They're gonna talk to him, sit him straight, see who he works for.
Ricochet has a point. I don't think that this guy is, well, put it plainly, sane enough to even tell the cops.
Also, we have his laptop, all of his things. We can go through it.
Yeah,
Phone 2, get his phone.
Tracelight's gonna open the laptop. Is it like password protected?
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay because we have a.
We have millennial
college freshman-
power.
Yeah, we have millennial powers.
I was gonna say, just point it at his face.
I don't think laptops have that technology, do they?
No.
I know smartphones do, but...
Oh, they might.
I have to feel like Apple did that on purpose so they could get into suspects' phones.
There are laptops that have biometric things. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they have ones that can use the webcam to open the computer.
Well, this one's just basic password.
Curious.
But you do know a
You,
guy.
You're afraid of AI and yet you use technology. Curious.
Better watch your Nokia, Hugh. Can't be trusted now.
Alright, if it starts talking to me, then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna smack. I may need some backup. Speaking of Nokias, I'll send a text over to Barbara. We got the man in the hoodie sending people around.
Can it be an emoji that you send to Barbara? I want little puppy face Dunette sending the message.
Right. We'll text
Have
a
you
picture
even
of him.
updated Barbara to the point of the man? Like, does she know about the man in the hoodie? Did you? Oh wait, yeah, because you guys went to the Gotham PD and
Yeah.
showed him the.
She
Yeah,
doesn't-
we've
man in the
been
hoodie.
calling her and keeping her in loop.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you text her, and she's actually gonna go on over as well. And
Like, if she doesn't want the whole, like, suits coming up and dropping off criminals, we could do the whole roof drop off or whatever.
As an
yeah.
aside to the group, out of earshot from the guy we both apprehended, and not telling Barbara. Obviously, don't mention Clayface. I mean, he helped us out here. We don't want to put a radar on him.
Right.
Gonna quickly.
I don't have a Gotham precinct, but I have this random thing that. Well, there's just a random background. Don't pay any attention to the bat signal. There's no bat signal. But there's Barbara. And, yeah, you,
We're needed, guys.
in any case, yeah, you go down to the station and you see Barbara there and she's waiting for you. She's like, alright, you got him? Good, bring him in. Are any of you gonna check in with her or talk with her at all?
Yeah, I can catch her up to. Well, leaving the Clayface stuff out, we can say that this is the guy that's been blackmailing people and telling people to set up basically a tech war between two major companies. He works for the Angel Investor, and he seems to have some kind of crackpot theory about some kind of AI apocalypse future. Says he has to protect John Connor, whoever that is.
Okay, well, that's another night in Gotham, isn't it, boys and girls?
Sounds like it.
He got his laptop
okay.
and his phone, so if we can find out who the Angel Investor, if he won't be compliant, that's one way to do it. We can take a look at it, or you can.
Alrighty, well, listen, I'm not wise to do this off of it. Since you brought him in, do you want a quick crack at him before we go at him?
Sure, might as well.
Alrighty then. You guys have, we'll call it 5 minutes, but it's like DBZ 5 minutes. It'll be however long it is.
I'd like to charge up an attack for 5 episodes.
Got it.
Come on.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Just gonna be screaming in the corner.
So, usual Monday.
Yeah. Alrighty then, in that case, you go on over to the interrogation room where he's just in there, kind of handcuffed to the table.
I mean, what more do we think we can... I mean...
We should probably
kind
find
of
out.
fanatical, right?
Yeah, but maybe he could tell us where he gets information from the Angel Investor, or maybe his next target. I mean, doesn't sound like he's done with this.
If we get him to talk, maybe you can find out how he met the... I mean, how many tech millionaires are there?
Well,
Bruce Wayne.
Also, Richard,
power.
does he look familiar,
Luther.
like to anyone? Like a younger someone, possibly?
I mean, he looks a little like Rami Malek from Mr. Robot.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an AI hacker, and this is my plan.
Talks very forward in his mouth.
Talk with the front of your mouth.
But in any case, other than that, no, he doesn't look like anyone specific, or a younger version of anyone specific.
While they're interrogating, can we get the people going on his computer, maybe? See if they can't dig something up simultaneously.
Yeah, I don't know if they hire any millennials there.
Ricochet could
Rico! Call your guy.
He looks up from his phone. Oh yeah, I texted him 5 minutes ago. He'll be here in no time.
Cool.
The cops are like, I just can't do it. I just can't hack into the mainframe. If only a millennial were here.
My boomer power
This is beyond our power.
useless!
Where are the high schoolers?
Go talk to a manager, Gramps. I got this.
So while that's going on, if anybody has any more questions for him, they can go ahead and ask whatever. Are all 5 of you in the room with him? Or are some of you like out and about? Is Ricochet out waiting for his friend? Or...
I'm in the room doing my stare down again.
Okay.
But also, I'm staring unblinking at him while also eating a churro. Just
That's right. We stopped for churros.
We didn't get him one.
No, everybody else got a churro, but him. Yeah.
I'm still kind of upset about that, by the way.
That's an interrogation tactic. You just pull up. Hi, yes, we would like only 5
I want a Happy
churros,
Meal.
please.
I want a coffee.
No. We get
Drive up to
6.
McDonald's, 1 black coffee, drive
Yep.
away.
We get 6 churros, and he thinks he's getting one, but we give the 6 to Babyface.
Yes.
The coat,
Yes.
like,
Dunette like sticks one like down the back of his shirt like he's sheathing a sword.
Yum, yum,
Um,
yum.
Also, I don't know if any of you are gonna do anything about this, but around the time that you guys start pulling up towards the station, Babyface is gonna be like, "Oh, cool, yeah, let's go." Just kind of start slithering away.
oh,
Is
right.
anybody gonna try to stop him from leaving, or are they just like, no, let him
Hey,
go?
maybe you can stay in the car and we can drive you home safely so
Okay.
nobody sees you.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Here, we can like set up like Peppa Pig on like the center console TV or something. I don't know.
All right,
I
sounds
You like
gave him
Peppa
the-
Pig, right?
I gave him the bat pad. It has Netflix and all the things on there. So
Oh, good. Why,
He starts
why did
watching
my
The
shirt
Witcher.
toss a coin to the Witcher?
also,
anything for this guy or not?
if Ricochet backs me up.
Yeah. Dunette, do you think this is a
Stop biting my
you
shirt.
want to join? Do you think that's a good route to go?
Join?
Might- Yeah, I mean, if the guy wants to hire us, we say we're willing to jump in. I mean, we're walking in an open door. Nothing to bust down there. Right?
I
We
don't
get that
want to.
there?
I don't want to give him any leverage over. Like we owe him something. We don't take bribes.
While he's just kind of hearing that people are murmuring kind of off to the side, he's just going to say,
Oh, we're
the
outside
angel
the room.
investor anticipated that people would not understand his ways. But if you are willing, it is a lot of money that he's willing to invest in you to be the best heroes you can be. All
It's
you
$1
need to
million,
do is
right?
look the other way.
Some of us got bills to pay.
Where exactly?
He admires you. He wants to help you. You're all doing good work. We're all just trying to save humanity.
Where exactly would we go to speak to the angel investor?
Well, I only want to tell you that if you are going to join our cause. Besides, he has always wanted to keep a degree of separation, so everything is supposed to go through me.
Alright, tell you what. Say I am interested in this angel investor. How did he find you anyways? What's his great allure? Why should I throw in my lot with him?
He found me when I was at a bad point. Leaving a mental hospital without much to go on, he gave me money. And he started speaking things that made more sense than things made sense in a long time. And now I'm happy to join his cause. For what better purpose in life than to serve towards the saving of humanity?
Right, well, there's a lot more things out there than just humanity. But so he
I feel
found
like it's
you.
it's all about humanity, is it not?
Right, yeah, humans are great. Anywho, he
Unless
found
you're
you.
on the side of the machines.
He found you, and he helped you. He seems like a very compassionate person. This billionaire, genius, playboy philanthropist.
He is, and if you want to help in that, he would love to become allies with many. Someday people will see. Unfortunately, the more effective we are at preventing what he has said to come, the less people will believe him.
Now, you said you came
But
from
we're
a...
not-
Finish, please.
No, sorry, you go.
You said you came from a mental hospital.
Yes?
Why was that?
You know, just... I mean, who wouldn't have to get some mental help after losing your parents and having nowhere to go and end up on the streets and seeing what I've seen? Who wouldn't lose their minds in this crazy city of all?
So, is this mental hospital by chance Arkham?
Maybe. Doesn't matter.
It's a rough place. You can do a lot of damage on people. A lot of people leave worse than they went in.
Well, not me. See, I don't do any of that crazy stuff. I'm no Joker, you know?
Insight.
I'll do an insight on
Go
that.
ahead, give me some insight. God, the rolls.
Minimum of 8, so 16.
Okay, he definitely believes he's not crazy.
Right.
He fully believes he's not crazy.
Buddy.
Alright.
But
so
just looking at how bugged out he is, you can all tell he's crazy.
So, you had a rough time upbringing. You got into some trouble.
Yeah, you know, it's Gotham. Things happen. People die.
Of course. It's
It
a
ain't
rough
pretty,
place.
you know? Yeah, it is a rough place.
Where'd you grow up? See, I'm from Old Gotham.
Yeah, I'm from old Gotham too. Not far from here.
Really? What street?
Guy, you gotta make me look it up.
I'm gonna try and kind of like cozy him up, warm him up a little bit. I like, you know, we're both from the same neighborhood. We're both kind of like I understand where you came from and how you got to a certain where you were to an extent. And I know it's tough and it's hard, but like that doesn't mean, you know. And try and get on his good side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from Arnett Street.
Arnett
where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah, Arnett Street.
I grew up on Dublin Avenue, a couple blocks over. I guess my folks saw it and said it reminded them of home.
Yeah, you know, I was doing better. Family was doing better. We were, you know, doing better till they died.
What happened to him? If I can ask.
I'd rather not talk about that, you know. You know, people get mugged every day, you know, it's Gotham. It's Gotham, you know. And people rob places. People do stuff and people die, you know. But that's not what matters. What we're trying to do is save people from dying, from the machines taking over.
Right. You want to save
And
people.
you can help, all of you. All of you can help. And the angel investor will invest in you. He'll give you money to help you, help the world, help Gotham.
He sounds like a really good guy.
All he really asks of you right now is just to look the other way on this.
Maybe
And
we
then
can
use the
talk.
money just to help people like you're doing now, doing the good work. But just leave this one thing alone.
How many other times is he gonna ask us to look the other?
No one's died from what he's done.
Yet?
So
No one's
far.
died and everyone's been saved.
So far.
People have been saved because we had to be there to save them.
Correct.
Who's gonna die if you didn't show up?
Someone might
People.
have. That
A
bull.
lot of people on Park
definitely-
Row.
Well, if any did die, it'd be a whole lot less than are gonna die if we don't do anything.
Still, though, those people
Yeah,
that could have
yeah,
died, they could have had kids.
Well, in any case, doesn't matter. You were saying something about you did want to join, yeah?
I'm just saying this guy seems like he's got the best intention, but that can often go awry. But I won't know for certain.
Yeah, you could say the same thing for Batman. Why aren't you going tracking down Batman, huh?
All right, guys, give me a minute or two alone with this guy. I'll work something out of him.
No, don't.
Go grab something to drink. I wouldn't do that.
Was some
Well,
solid knuckle popping though, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessary. Because I think
Guys.
our friend here, he's got a good heart. He wants to help people. He wants people to be safe, for the most part. And he's willing to go the extra distance to do that. And I think, if you really
Like any
believe
hero.
this- if you really believe in this archangel the way you do, then he could help us. So why don't you tell us where we can find him, so we can talk to him ourselves. And I'll slap a persuasion roll on there if you want.
I was about to say, give me some kind of roll. If anybody else wants to throw in anything to give them or advantage.
I mean, I am still staring down, chomping a churro, so. I feel
Yeah, this
like
is more. I
can-
need more persuasion stuff. I'm
Okay.
gotta pick a lane, either the intimidation lane or the
Okay.
He's
persuasion lane.
Trace Light's gonna add, like, because she overheard a little bit of his story, like, about his parents and everything. You don't want any other parents to not be able to come home to their children, do you? 'Cause that could accidentally happen, even if the angel investor's not looking for that.
All right, let's see that advantage roll.
Oh my god.
Luck point. Last one.
No, there's the angel. Oh, your last luck point.
Oh my god!
Wow. It was out of 19.
It was out of 19.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Guess you're just not meant to persuade this guy.
All right, Ricochet, break his
I was gonna
knees.
say,
Go
no,
ahead. Just
no.
get him there.
The angel investor was
No,
all
wrong
gotta go
answer.
through me.
Wrong answer.
It's all gotta go through me. That's what he said. Those are the rules.
To assist.
He's wise. He knows. He knows what's best. If you want to work for him, work through
Guys.
me.
Step outside. You don't want to see this.
Can I help?
It's also around this time that your buddy with
Millennial
with
powers.
millennial powers comes over. And he's gonna like text you, be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Could you walk Bosco to the computer in question?
Yeah.
So,
Who were
are
you
you guys
saying that
actually
to?
staying in the room? Anyone just over my shoulder? Are you guys actually staying in the room?
I mean, we can see through the window.
That's fine.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
let you
step out.
beat him up.
No. I'm gonna like kind of.
If any of you step out, you just see Barbara Gordon looking through the window, just like,
She
Tell
saw
me.
this.
Before you like college debt, you can like wipe that, right? Like, is that
college debt? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, unless you're in debt over $1 million, which in this day and age you just might be, right? Right?
You
You
know.
might think I'm crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Just write down the address where I can meet him. Just right here.
I can't do that. Can't do that. But if you agree, I can give you an address
can.
where you can find
Super
some
can.
money.
Super can.
No. But if you want the money,
But I can't talk to
but
this
if
dude.
you want the money, you got to convince the rest of them just to let this go, and that is for the best for Gotham, the best for humanity. To just let this go. Just
See,
all of them go. I can take care of the
question, though-
police. Just
what you're doing isn't going to stop the pursuit of the gold, right? You get that, right? Like, we're going to keep trying to climb that mountain. Coming by and smashing computers now and then isn't going to fix that. If you, like,
But if we
there's
can
gotta be a
slow it
different
down,
way
if we can slow it down long enough, then hopefully other areas in biomedical and other areas of advancement will help with metahumans to the point where we can stop any kind of resistance that comes up from whatever AI gets developed. So we just need the other areas of technology to advance further, and we can slow down the artificial intelligence lane of technology. As long as we slow it down enough, we have a chance at saving humanity. We have a chance! We have a chance!
I'm gonna pull my communicator
Don't
out. Did any of that make sense to you guys?
Not a word.
Are we gonna break his knees or no?
Should I rough him up?
Can I come in?
I
gonna come in.
think that might be a bad idea here in the
We're
police.
in the priest. Do not.
Where are
Yeah,
the
you guys are
drugs?
in the prefect right now.
Right.
Barbara's
Okay.
just like, please, for the love of God, guys, wrap it up because there's
Do a wide shot of the entire
you all
department
being
looking in
here.
the window.
Dunette's she's just gonna look at Dunette and be like, how do you?
All right. Ricochet. I think it's time for the police to take over now. Unless you got anything else.
Yeah. And I give him a wet willy. And then I walk out.
Alrighty.
Nothing for that?
Sorry, what?
He enjoyed
Oh, you
it.
got
Wet
you
willy?
gave him a wet willy. Oh.
I'll talk. I'll talk.
He's just
I'd like
gonna.
to roll interrogation.
Ooh, why?
Intimidation on that.
Why do you mean? Just like the people at Arkham.
Takes you back. Alright. I'll walk back out.
All right. So yeah. Eventually, with the help of your roommate's millennial powers, you can hack into the computer, and you see there's just like a long manifesto, kind of like the Unabomber manifesto, just like about how technology is ruining us, will one day take over, like all this stuff that he's writing out. But you guys are really, what you guys are really looking for is some kind of clue that's going to help you out as to where this angel investor might be.
Is there anything in his emails,
You're
in his calendar?
give me, for everybody who's looking at the linguistics of this, I'm gonna give you like a linguistic investigation. So like for linguistic analysis to see if you can find any clues within there as to where this guy might be.
Are there any languages that would give us help with that?
English. It's all in English.
What if I know Celestial?
That's not really gonna help. Actually,
Oh, fine.
yeah. You know what? I'll give you advantage if you know Celestial. Yeah.
Well, fuck me. 16.
Because it's an angel investor.
Still better than 6.
Because it's an angel. Aha!
Jesus, guys. It really doesn't help to have an investigation-based game when no one can roll above a 10.
Richard,
18.
I'm just gonna Google billionaire hates AI. Who pops up?
Yeah.
I took a
Not a
perception
bad idea.
investigation.
Actually, but like legitimately, can I just do like a Google search and see if there is somebody who like 5 years ago was pretty outspoken about technology and
I think that's what our
Find
investigation
somebody's
is.
manifesto.
Alrighty. You do not seem to find a person like that. However, if you were to trace like anything that would match like the investments of like, oh look, this firm went from like barely any money to like a shit ton of money in a very short amount of time, you would find certain you would find a company called Guardian Investments. And that very much fits similar to what he was talking about of going way up in value. With your celestial knowledge and other stuff, Dunette and Lumina will both notice some things that kind of stand out. Some of the language has references. You will notice a couple of like symbols that remind you of the celestial language, and you will also see some passages that speak to like gods and angels, and specifically a number of like Greek gods. You will notice some passages in there that kind of speak to like Zeus on high and all this other kind of like random stuff that's kind of throughout this. I don't have exact passages or anything, but basically you would notice that it is written in a way that it feels like he had been hearing things from this angel investor that he's just kind of like regurgitating down into this document that are like kind of strange passages that like a normal street level crazy guy wouldn't really know about, that seem to be more definitely go down that angel vibe, particularly with Greek references. This company, I take it that you go down the rabbit hole and search more things about this company of Guardian Investments?
Yes.
You would also be able to tell from that they have invested in a fair amount of real estate popping around the area in Gotham, one of which being Mount Olympus, the tallest building in the city.
Well, I think that's been a good day, guys. I think we call it
Who's up for Euros in Little Greece?
Hey! You have my attention.
I could go for a midnight snack.
Yeah, I've just finished this churro, so I suppose I should find more.
You'll love Euros. They're great. They're fantastic. This is what we bond over.
Where is
And the Mount Olympus is the little bit of a cliffhanger I would like to leave you with. However, that's just from the DM leaving things. If any of you all have any RP that you'd like to work out or talk through or anything else like that, feel free to do so, and then we'll call it a night.
I feel okay.
I think we're good.
Alrighty. So that's it for tonight.
Cliffhanger.
So yeah, the cliffhanger is it's just gonna like cut over to a shot of Mount Olympus as it soars high and high above into the clouds in Gotham City, by far the tallest building in Gotham.
Does the Kingdom Hearts music play?
I was thinking this music.
I'm gonna say that like as it starts going up the building, you hear the music start to swell, and it gets to the final top area. The music has lyrics.
No.
I think as it fades out, Ricochet turns to everyone and is like, "Really, guys? We didn't check the creepiest building in Gotham first."
There's a lot of creepy buildings to be honest.
There's a lot of creepy people and a lot lot buildings.
Remember
in
that
Gotham.
time we didn't check the murderer's house before we left town to pursue the murderer?
Listen, that was a different And I was just playing my character, okay?
No judgment there, but we seriously did not check his fucking house.
Is it weird to think about the fact that was like 2+ years ago?
Yeah.
It was a year and a half ago.
Jeez. How long have we been playing together? Is this 4 or 5 years?
2016.
Going on 4?
Yeah.
September.
So yeah, it's been 3.5 years since we started playing in September. Yeah.
That's wild.
All right, so that's it for tonight. Stay tuned for the final episode of Knights of Gotham.
Egads.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Same bat time, same bat channel.